Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today is going to be one of my last days here in the city, and to most people leaving the city, they could probably do it, every weekend or every month or whatever. For me, living in a van, you'd expect me to be able to get out a lot more than most. Unfortunately, with my past of van life, as you all know, I haven't exactly had a reliable vehicle. Now, with that being said, when I bought this thing, it wasn't exactly reliable either. But, thanks to all your help, all your support, my persistence in making sure this thing gets done. Oh, there's so many people to thank, you guys, like, Karen, Randy, Sammy the DJ, Vernon, Ben, man, Mr. Blur even, heck, everyone has really had a part in helping with this thing, making it become what it is even today. And I know that eventually it'll be what I want, most of my life, all I've ever wanted was a station wagon. I still kind of feel like that's true. One day maybe we'll find that station wagon. But until then, this will do just fine to call home. And I mean, right now, even in the current state it's in, there's a bunch of things I would love to touch up before heading out of town. The fact is, that van you see behind me in the background, that van right now is more reliable than my white van ever was. And that allows me the confidence to leave this concrete jungle, as my friend Randy calls it, and finally be able to adventure, And it doesn't mean that, I hate my concrete jungle or anything. To be quite honest with you, I think I like this concrete jungle a little too much sometimes. Some of it being hidden into chaos, I guess. Growing up, in the woods, everything being so quiet all my life. Coming to this, most would want it the other way. But even now that the van's fixed, I didn't really feel that want to head right out of the city. Mr. Blur has actually already gone. Randy is already gone. Turtle, we were gonna go check in on him, and hopefully, we can get him rolling before we leave. Hopefully he can come with us. That would be awesome. But realistically, been trapped in this concrete jungle for a number of years now. My white van, you know, as you guys know, like for at least 3 years was totally unreliable. And before that, it was unreliable, you know. It was always sketchy to drive that thing, you know, wondering when am I gonna break down. That kind of weighed on me with van life, you know. I don't mean vehicle dwelling, I mean van life in general, you know. Every van that I've ever had seems to have given me issues. You know, I had motorhome that I had to switch to transmission on. My G20 1990 Vandura van, that one gave me issues right from the get-go, to the point where as soon as I got it built out, I sold it. I got into the white van. That was a whole snowball of issues. And then this thing that you see right behind me, and that needed a transmission replacement. So while going through this transmission replacement, a lot of things were running through my mind. Am I making the right decision? And I don't mean that in the sense of like, you know, maybe I'll go back to sticks and bricks. For me, that's just not an option. I just don't, I'd prefer to be mobile. I mean in the sense of, should I go back to living in a car? Cars have never let me down. You keep your patience and hard work, everything will pay off. And I feel like that's exactly what this van has taught me. Or at least refreshed into my mind too. I thought with all the patience that I was giving the white van even, that one day it might come around, but it just wasn't possible. That thing was so twisted up. I'm still working on the video of, you know, kind of sharing a little more on my life and what I went through with that white van. That video might be a little ways away because, you know, I'm trying to put so much into it. Give it a good goodbye, you know. That van, even though I had a love-hate relationship with it, kept the roof over my head, you know. At times, it kept me moving, even if it wasn't far. You know, it kept me mobile. Kept me out of the public eye in a sense, except for on YouTube, obviously. But it provided me a space where I can just, you know, hide myself from the world for a little bit, close my curtains, and just relax. And that's something that I'm very grateful for that van for. But I think right now, having finally a reliable van, it's gonna feel good to hit that highway, you know? And I haven't had a long drive on a highway without worrying about my vehicle in years, man. Years. And I really look forward to that, you know? And I look forward to taking you guys all along on that journey with me. And seeing more beautiful sights like this as we go through this adventure that I call my life. And also the adventures of trying to build that van that you see behind me out into the most badass hot rod home anybody's ever seen. Or at least something I could be proud of, you know. That also I haven't had in years. I've really missed waking up in spots like this. But the mission is not over yet. We still got Chris Turtle to get moving. So right now, That's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go check on our boy. And after that, we're heading for an adventure. As to where, wherever that van takes me. You see, I know where I'm going on this adventure. But you guys, I'll have to just ride along and see where we end up. Let's go. Hi dear, can I get a large double?
Sure.
That's all.
Please have a key. Thank you.
Thank you. And did anybody curious about my hand? It's hard to see. It's healing. This guy is healing pretty good too. Couple good smacks I got doing that transmission swap, you know. This one was mainly from the exhaust. I got major leaks in my exhaust, so when I was patching it with some tin and some goop, I was tightening the exhaust clamps and it just slipped and wham, I got it right in my hand. And it went like an inch probably into my palm. Woo! Wham! But we'll survive. Even when Mr. Blur's seen it, he's like, that's gonna take probably a month or so to heal. As long as I can edit and film, I'll survive. Now that we've got our morning coffee, let's go check on the guys. So when I left Chris last night. When I left Chris last night, he was pretty well buttoning everything up, boy. You know, he had just gotten his last packages for his gaskets and such. He was pretty anxious to get that thing put back together, but also not wanting to rush it so that he can do it right, you know. Having that fear on the first startup of what's gonna leak, is it gonna work, that I attach everything right? It all plays in your mind while you're coming to the end of a job like this. And you know, he's handling it the best he can. He's doing all right. You know, it's a big job. Most people wouldn't have even thought of trying to attempt what he's done. But you know, gotta give it to him. He held it through and he stuck it through. And that turtle is gonna be running better than ever once it gets rolling again. I have faith in that. Chris is an intelligent fella, a ray of sunshine. I only joke about that because he can be a snapping turtle some mornings, but can't we all? You know, can't we all? We love him regardless. That's why we're really hoping that he'll come out towards the direction that we're heading out of the city for a bit. It'd be cool to have the whole gang out there as well, you know. I can't remember a time when I was hanging out with a crew that wasn't surrounded by this Deerfoot City area, you know. There's a play on your mind after a while. Cabin fever, if you will. Well, we're at the tail end of it right now, and I think everything is gonna be okay, you know. I think so. And I'm very, very excited to be able to hit the road. Some would say it's been far too long, you know. And I agree with that. But right now, I'm gonna drink my coffee, wait for the guys to wake up, and I'll check in with you guys when we get some stuff done. Couldn't see that. Oh, shit. See you in a bit. This is Chris, or as many of you know him, Turtle Van. And he, like myself, has been broken down for well over a month. I, as you guys all seen in the last video, was broken down with a transmission issue that required me to switch my transmission. Chris, right alongside me, has been rebuilding his engine the same time. It's been a heck of a time dealing with everything, waiting on parts, and not being able to move. It's extremely stressful, and also, not to mention, having everything that you've been working on every day piled into your home every night. And as many know, a cluttered house leads to a cluttered mind. Thankfully, Chris finally has all of his parts, and he's nearing the end of his repairs, which means he hopefully will be able to join us on our summer adventures, or at least be able to get out of the city for a little bit. being so close to completion. Having anything go wrong can feel like the whole world is about to end. Not to mention, things around us going wrong, even in little ways, could draw unnecessary attention to us as we finish everything up. Thankfully, we're blessed with such an amazing community around us, so that if anything goes wrong, one of us can't figure out, all of our brains can work together to solve any problem.
Flip that switch again. Are you flipping it back and forth?
Yeah.
Interesting. That's not what it is then.
Let's scuba that stuff in there.
Did you guys see a police car go ripping down here earlier?
Yeah. Not so far.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me. What's the deal? Am I just turning it over?
That's it, man. And we'll see her drink. Memer. Hey, Chris. I think that wire right there is not tight.
Well, that one was just kind of
Just
the
floating?
ground, yeah. I mean, it's turning over. So,
You get that little drip from that pipe.
oh, where's that fucking...
It's getting a little drip. A little drip. Other than that, I didn't see anything else dripping. It's kind of good in the sense to get that oil pressure up.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Why is this dripping now?
No, it was just that hose.
This one here?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe James has some starting technique, or do we need the ether bunny?
The ether bunny. Go give him a little rattle tap on his door. This is an important moment when we need them.
James, I was just turning it over.
It's probably gonna take a moment for the propane to come through, or?
Hasn't fired yet.
Sparkletors all on.
Hold on to this wire while he's cranking.
No.
What's going on?
No, he's just. Nothing.
Is this... That's supposed to be a bleed valve right here?
No, it's just I noticed that propane comes out of there when I fucking... You're not smelling it now, right?
No, I don't smell any propane. You might have an airlock still.
Okay.
Might be why it's not firing.
I don't know what I should be doing.
Ether bunny?
I was just thinking that it's getting to fire. But, I don't know, because you had all your lines apart, so there's air and everything. Because your lines are drained, right?
Yeah.
I just don't know what it takes to get all the air out of them. I don't know how big of an issue that could be.
Well,
Do you have ether? No, I don't either. Not with me.
Brake clean? Canadian Tire?
Got brake. I don't know how flammable. I mean, you give it a hint and it fires right away, then it's a fueling issue.
A brake cleaner? No, ether.
Yeah, ether. I mean, brake cleaner works, but it's worse than ether. Ether would be ideal. Canadian Tire might even have ether. They should have quick start. That propane is running. It's running on propane now. So that's on propane now. Probably a bit of paint. Oh. Well, it's cold, eh? It's not cold yet. Cold-ish. Where was
Well, I took the negative
You'll
off
know.
the battery.
Oh,
I know I will. I just.
wanna touch
Oh,
it?
he took the negative off.
Okay. I got it. I got it. Okay.
Go ahead.
You got your finger on it?
Beautiful. That's totally a tranny line, so that points back.
Look at that. We nailed that right off the bat.
She's idling, buddy. She's running, she's idling, she's ready for a road trip.
How beautiful is
Well, my life is a fucking vehicle right now. It's like someone with their home with thousands. They're living this fucking
Good thing I hit that acute here.
But I can connect it right now. I can pull that box fan off, air box off. Just it's dark, I'm tired.
Just relax and allow yourself to know that you already know where to go. That's it.
Alright, you let it die.
Doesn't like it yet to stay running with that vacuum leak. That's my stuff.
I don't like the sound it makes.
I know, right? That's why we were like, kill it, kill it, kill it.
I don't like that sound.
We could have timed that so it stayed running.
Oh, we could have, but then it went way out of whack.
You guys just told everyone to watch a cam.
It's a good thing we didn't alter the timing.
I wasn't.
Once the bus was running, the next day was packing day. for the road trip that we're about to embark on. You see, because where we're going will allow me some room in order to build out this van like I've been saying I'm gonna do for quite some time now. But first, we need to get most of this in the van. Along with everything that's going to be going on the van will also be a aux beam light bar kit that we will be doing a install and review video on. Thank you so much, Simon from aux beam. Alright, you guys, we're all loaded up. This alleyway is a good tester. If it ain't falling in this alleyway, it ain't gonna fall. But yeah, we're all loaded up right now. Turtle is finally, the engine fires up. There's no leaks. Oh my god. It's all good. It's all good is what I'm trying to say. The opposite of this. The Turtle's all good. I'm doing like half a kilometer. A quarter of a mile an hour. Yeah, it should be safe for a little hour drive. As long as we don't off-road. Should be okay. Anyway, right now I'm about to go meet up with Turtle and Ben, and I believe we are headed out. There might be a few more people meeting up with us when we get out there, but right now we're gonna head out and go catch up with the rest of the guys. So right now Mr. Blur and our boy Randy are already out to where we're going, the official like campsite area. I'm gonna be venturing around all around the area, going on adventures because I can't sit still right now. But with that being said, we're gonna go out there. That's why I loaded up all of my stuff. My thought process is, once I get out there, there's enough space and area to set stuff up that I think I'm gonna set up the tents and then unload everything from in here into the tents, and then slowly I can work on everything. Oh my god, she's cute. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of the city, so I could stop getting distracted and hopefully accomplish some stuff. I've got my insulation with me. I've got what plywood I can scrummage up. I've got my boom box with me. I've got a few things. I still need a stereo deck, but we'll try and just kind of work with what we have. Eventually I'll get another stereo deck that is compatible for the way that we're going to be wiring the stereo system in. And thank you, sir. Intersection was shut down right there. Police officer was kind of flagging us through. Went pretty easy, I must say. Why are my hands never clean? I swear, I cleaned them this morning. Do something dirty. Hopefully, after I can get out there, start building, there will be a point where I can keep my bloody hands clean. Ever since my white van, you know, and getting into this van and living in a non-built out van again, wow. There's definitely been an eye-opener. Trying to build your vehicle or home while living in it is definitely a task, you know. I can understand why so many people, like, you know, do it in a garage style scene, a friend's place, what have you. I honestly probably would have did a lot more building at my friend's place where I had the stuff stored, but there's just really not that much room, and I didn't want to bother his neighbors. He works a split shift, so he could be working nights the days that I'm outside using a saw in the daytime, so I just didn't want to, you know, if you have the option, why not, you know. My thought is, it's a lot of action going on in here today. I think today is probably the perfect day to get the heck out of here, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this. Just blocked right up. Fire trucks and ambulances and polices, they're all going. It is Friday, I guess, so that could be another reason. I try not to pay attention to the days of the week or time, actually, and just kind of roll with the flow. Unless you have to do something at a certain time. Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious, in the comments. But oh, dumbass, I have my indicator on while going through that intersection. I'm just so excited. Well, we're at Deerfoot City right now. My rambling basically brought us down here. I'm going to go check in with the guys right now, see if they're all ready to go, and then hopefully I can just head straight out. I have the pin on where I'm going. I'm very excited and nervous all at the same time. As many of you know, like, I haven't been able to really get out of the city that often, and that's for a number of reasons, you know. Funding, of course, funding right now is still not the highest, but we're not going that far. But the main reason why I could not get out and go adventure places is because my white van was just not trustable, you know. No matter what I did to that bloody thing, it was just a crapshoot, and everything always wanted to fall off. Like, I replaced the ball joints. I think like 2 months later I needed to replace the ball joints again. Of course I didn't, and I just rode it, and it turned into what you guys seen of me, you know, having fun with the van, drifting around in the parking lots and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, being a little more aggressive than one would with his cherished home. But with this one not being, or with that one not being cherished so much as it was my home, and me being frustrated with it so much, I was totally ready to just set that thing on fire. And now that I have this beauty, of course, came with some swinging, you know. The transmission definitely took me for a loop, but we're past that stage now, even though it did take like, what, 4 months to get to this point where I can start building again. but we're here. We can make it happen. And I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go. I'm just pulling up, checking on Turtle right now. And then we out. Oh yeah, I need to make a trip to Walmart first. I need some wipes. And I should probably go to Dollarama and get another charger cord. And then fuel, and I'm out. Yeah. 3 more things. I'll save you guys the grief for that, and we're just gonna hit the road right now. Come on, do some editing. Now! Still that vacuum? Got that vacuum line still?
Yeah, I got the vacuum line in the back. I just wanted to see. I gotta put everything back together.
So close.
Well,
Hey, she's settling on her own. Styling.
I see what you mean about that. Too.
Yeah, right?
Where's my zip tie?
Just a little zipper right there, you know, just to hold that from... Why is it idle? Oh, is this cold? Right. She's a little far from a quarter on the valve cover, you know, but she's working. Edit. Make it look like you got a one shot. Wham! Done. We know what we're doing.
This is how you do it. La, 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 la.
Yeah.
Like fucking vacuum on it didn't affect me. Fucking useless. Another stupid thing that's not necessary in this tractor full of shit. All sorts of stuff, wires going. I love it. Every time I see the meme with the electricians, like, oh, look at this. This fucking stuff all over the place. They always show some like breaker board or like fuse box. It's all fucking stuff everywhere. Well, I'm missing stuff here.
You'll have that on these big jobs, you know, the high horsepower applications like this. There'll be stuff, you know, you have to patch up.
I've seen it red.
From
Over here.
I think it was just that hose right here.
Same one, huh?
Yeah. But when it warmed up yesterday, it just went away by itself.
So,
You just
yeah,
need,
and it's like you can,
yeah.
I don't.
Just maybe even upgrade to some brass fittings,
Just
right? Upgrade these to some brass fittings, maybe get some new hoses, or even cut them back later if there's room.
Watch the fan now.
Right, that's the scariest part of those fans, man, right there.
Well, I've come in contact a few times. You know what it is? Depends which way you're hitting it.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Did you guys all see that? That's a moving turtle right there. We're gonna go meet up with him in the parking lot, and then I believe we are headed out. I know I'm gonna head out for sure because I'm gonna go ahead of everybody in a sense to do a bit of filming. It's my first time on the road as well, but if we can all stick together, that would be really cool through the drive. But I think Chris is gonna take a little more time just to touch a few things up, make sure he's all road ready. He does not want to be repeating this, and I don't blame him at all. Better to be cautious than have it blow up once again. So we're gonna go meet him in the parking lot right now, and then from there I'm going to go to the gas station, grab some fuel, and then we out of here, boy. We out of here. I'm super excited for that. So I will check in with you guys momentarily. This is something else that I feel like I haven't done in years, and that's putting more than $20 in my fuel tank. Hoorah! Let the adventures begin. Let's hit the road. It's been entirely too long since the last time I've been on the road, and this time, for whatever reason, felt so much more freeing than I've ever felt before. Maybe it was the time that I spent down for so many years not being able to travel, but right now, feeling the tires roll, the wind in my hair, the freedom of the open road in front of me, it felt like nothing can stop me. And knowing that I was headed towards some friends felt very comforting, knowing that once I got out there, it was going to be total relaxation. Look at these fellers. Look at these fellers.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
We made it.
Smooth.
You can open that door. Is that your buddy?
It was very exciting to arrive, but I knew that as soon as I got there, it was time to unpack and get my van unloaded so that it wasn't such a health hazard to be driving around with. My thought was to set up 2 tents, one for storage on all the things that will be going into the van, or building supplies, I guess you could call it. And then the other tent would be mainly for tools. That way it keeps everything organized while I'm building this van out. And it seemed like within no time, our friends from the city were here to join us, and the party can truly begin. Okay, you guys, time for this guy to get back to setting up camp because I've got a lot of stuff to unpack. Got the tent up though. I did bring my fishing rod.
Hey?
I did bring my fishing rod. I'll just need to run and get a license.
Yeah.
And we're ready to go.
I think the fish got.
And there's nothing, there's no accidents, there's no construction, it's all on this side, and yet they're getting that the other day. Oh, I got one of these.
Where you going with that, Odie?
Big stick, Odie.
That's a big stick for you, yeah.
Good boy, buddy.
He's like, I got this.
Good boy, buddy. Get it.
That's what I do. Here we go. First hop. Chocolate. Dang.
What do you want? S'mores?
I was thinking about it, but not this late at night. I don't need the sugar before I go to bed. Oh, sorry, because you didn't need to mess around with the chocolate. You just heat it up there.
And with our first adventure day out of the way, I can think of no better way to end this video than with a beautiful sunset and a beautiful moon rising. This is the first of many, many adventure videos to come, and I look forward to taking you all along on the journey with me. Thank you all so much for making it this far in the video. That is the greatest way in helping support a YouTube channel, and every like is greatly appreciated. If you'd like to help the channel in any other shape or form, you can always click any of the links in my description below. If you'd like to keep up to date in real time on what's going on in my world, you could always join the YouTube memberships for 99 cents or Patreon on the live chat. But as we wrap up this night, I can only think of one thing to say. Come on, you guys all know it. Never give up on living life, because life truly is the most precious thing we have. Until next time, everybody, have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. You think I was gonna forget you guys? You gotta come on this adventure with me, remember? Let's go.
I see you.